So I have to ask you, does Tom talk about UFOs all the time?
Well, he's not in the band no more.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
But did he always do that?
He always did. We used to get loaded and just look out the bus window for what, and I used to do it with him as like, I don't know, it's kind of a bonding experience. It's like if you wanted to show me bow and arrows, whatever, and we're on tour together, of course I'd sit there and like, check it out. So with Tom, that was his thing, like, fucking let's get high and look for UFOs. So we would, we just sit there and like stare out the bus window, look at UFOs, or like he would even go as far as when we were on tour, like let's go and fucking look for Bigfoot. Whatever it was, and he would assemble a crew and they would go do it.
Oh my God.
He never got me on one of those trips because that was just too fairy tale for me. But but I would, I'd do that, and he was always. It's really not something he just got into. From the day I fucking met him, he was obsessed with UFOs and aliens and was always very passionate about it. To the point where like I didn't know enough to have any kind of, I guess, like opinion on it. I was just very open and just took it all in. Yeah. But nothing has changed. He's still, the other day I talked to him, he's like, I'm on the way to the fucking White House, bro. And I don't ask any questions. I'd be like, as you should be, whatever. Like, let's fucking go. As you should be. Yeah.
What a great response.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yep.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, he was a trip, man. Having a conversation with him was very strange. Because part of me was like, is this guy putting me on? Like, what is happening here?
He's dead ass.
Dead ass.
Fucking dead ass.
Seemed like it. And we would look at these videos that were so clearly horseshit. And he would be like, amazing, right? And I'd be like, what? Like, you think that that's an actual UFO? Like, that is the fakest fucking video I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. But he didn't see that at all. Yeah. In his mind, he was seeing a real alien spaceship.
Even on tour, I'd be like, he'd walk in my room and he'd be like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, check this thing out. I just made up whatever, playing drums. He'd be like, dude, fucking whatever George Bush just did. And he's just coming at me with some like politics. He's been watching CNN or yeah, like he's always been obsessed with it.
So he's obsessed with all sorts of like hidden things, like not just UFOs, but Bigfoot too. And
conspiracy theories, politics, yeah, everything. Very, very passionate about all those things.
Conspiracy theories and politics. It's interesting how those things go together, because people are always wondering, like, who the fuck is running things? What's really going on? Yeah. What's happening behind the scenes? Who's pulling the strings? What does it all really mean? Yeah. Yeah. But the UFO thing is like, boy, you gotta, I absolutely believe there could be intelligent life out there. But I haven't seen a fucking single thing that makes me think that anybody's got a picture or a video.
Yeah, I feel like it could be real. I believe, but I'm not dedicating my life to search for it. Yeah. And I give it to him, man, to like honestly to walk away from your fucking very successful band to go do that shit. Like, I have nothing but respect for his passion. Yeah. But it's like, I couldn't do that.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's like that. It really shows like he's very, very passionate about it.
I hope he saved up some money.
Yeah, me too.
Survivor Man, Les Stroud.
Nah.
He's you ever see that show? It's a fucking great show. Survivor Man would go out into the woods with like a limited amount of things. He would say like, okay, I've got this bucket, I've got a fucking pocket knife, and I got a ball of yarn, and I'm going to survive out here for 7 days. And he films the whole thing. And he'd be filming himself like eating frogs and catching a squirrel and finding edible plants and just living out in the forest, and oftentimes going days and days without food. Yeah. And then he would have like a point where he'd get rescued. 7 days in, there would be a spot where they would meet him. He had an experience when he was in Alaska a long time ago where he was camping. And he said he heard footsteps, like big, heavy footsteps. And he heard some sound that sounded like a gorilla, like something like that. Yeah. And then it ran off. And to this day, he's convinced that that was a Bigfoot. And so now he has Survivor Man Bigfoot. And he goes out into the woods and just looks for evidence of Sasquatch.
Well, he needs to hit up Tom. Tom will pull up and he'll go with him. He would love that.